revenge, somebody might win it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates seen a reservation and half my money.
Mixin', fixin' for another big game. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see running back Joe Mixon coming off a 100-yard performance a week ago, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley. And we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check. Crunch. Now.
And right away, he lost the football. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you...
Tyler Boyd, he's going to go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted, was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. On the set. Go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the 30 on second down, Smith got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella.
On the ball, come on.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Smith. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Again, Smith. This one caught by Isabella. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets...
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, team 6, now.
A shotgun snap for Smith. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Wide open receiver complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 1st touchdown on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. Partner, are they going to cover him? That's 4 catches and the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
Well, what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Fighting through. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. These 2 teams all tied after 1. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
On first down, Sheffield. He gets this one to Boyd.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's going to be caught. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. They were able to push him backwards on first down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. To throw is Smith. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Mike 50. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike 50, Mike 50. Here I come.
They'll try the air now with Smith. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
50 seconds to Mike. I'm coming for you. You mine. Hey, check Mike. 50 seconds.
Hey, Haywood.
Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world.
Go.
57 to 5.
From the gun, here's Smith. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Andy Isabella, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point right down the middle.
We've been together a few years, and you know that I really ride the wave of old momentum, don't I?
Yes, you do.
There is a heck of a difference between being down 6 and possibly being up 1. And right now, they've got that opportunity.
No doubt. That is a big-time score and a big-time swing in momentum. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon. The last play got just a yard. Here's an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Smith. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, let's get that ball, team. Let's get that ball.
Hey, two. Ready?
They are going for it. It's Smith. Able to find Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. O'Shane Zimenez. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Hey, 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. Silver. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Hey, Mike's 7.
Mike 50. Mike 50.
Lee Griffin.
3rd and long. It's Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check, check. Watch the door. Watch the door. Tag 61. Matchbox lights.
To throw on second down. Sheffield going right side here, and that's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Good job, good job.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that drive happened quickly, which is great because they scored the points, but then their defense has to come right back out on the field.
It is exciting, isn't it, for the offense to do that? The defense is saying, okay, that's cool, but let's not make it a habit. We need to get some rest sometime.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go. 8, read.
57. Go, go, go. 57's a mud. 57's
Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
From the 39, Smith. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Squeeze.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive...
And no forward progress here. This is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Hey, Charlie, 94.
On first down, Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. They'll run on first down. Nixon. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You draw Porter. Get it.
Off the play fake. Sheffield. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Ready.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Sheffield. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Sheffield. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Sheffield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Hey, let's go. Let's go.
Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike 50, Mike.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike's 57.
No. Hey, Delta.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Let's bring it.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Alpha.
Tookie's the mic. Tookie's the mic. They can't hang with us. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. 3 buzz. 3 buzz. Mike's 50.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
2nd and 5. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So now the Niners down by 8, a little over 20 seconds to go. Needing to go pretty much the length of the football field as they have it 1st and 10.
Go now. 30 base.
15. Check my 15. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Hard. Snap.
Now Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, exit.
Check. Fresno.
Now it's Smith. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, lock it. Ready.
Smith now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Well, we were on hand for a fun and